Hey y'all, I wanted to introduce a deck that I made called I Am Here Soul Message Oracle. So this deck has kind of a system to it. As if you've been paying attention, you know I like systems. I like to create different things with pretty simple systems, but systems nevertheless, which means there's a certain way that I intended for this deck to be read, but of course you can read it any way that you like. And this is a printable deck. It is a square deck of 36 cards. And even though there's just 36 cards, there's a lot of potential meanings here. So there's a lot of potential interpretations. You can see that each side has words on it. And I've designed it so that these two words or phrases are similar, and then these two words or phrases are similar. So I've created this so that you can create a sentence with them. And every sentence begins with I am. Or you can say I am here and. So let me show you how it works. I'm going to just take this one to start. So I'm going to turn it let's turn it to the right. I always say if you're right-handed, turn to the right. If you're left-handed, turn it to the left. So in this case, we would say I am exploring. Then we need something over here. I'm just going to put this one down. So in this case, we have I am exploring. Now we want to pick another card to continue or finish the sentence. I am exploring my truth. So you're creating these I am statements. However, this is not an affirmations deck. I think of these as messages from your soul that are telling you where you are right now, like what's going on internally. Sometimes it's very difficult to really understand like what's happening with you. Sometimes you might be going through an outer experience, something that's manifesting in the world or manifesting in your life, and you're kind of like, well, where is this coming from? Why is this happening? To me, this is the message from your soul. So there are shadow cards in this. There are shadow messages that you might get as well, meaning some messages may not be all happy and light and joyful. They may be telling you a truth that you need to know, that may be presenting a challenge. I always say challenges, though, are always helpful for you in terms of your growth. So I'm just going to put that aside. So let's say that we picked another card. And again, you want to look here if I am thriving through, and then we pick another one. And when we set it down, we can see that it is the first part of the statement and not the last part. So we want to turn it so we get to the last part of the statement. I am thriving through rest. I am thriving through rest. Again, this should be the first part of the statement. Your first card down is the first part of the statement. In this case, we have the second part of the statement, so I'm going to just turn it to the right. I am accepting, and now we see the second part of the statement, pleasure. I am accepting pleasure. I'm just going to go through it a little bit so you can see how it's done. So again, we have the second part of the statement here and not the first. And you can tell it's the second part because it doesn't make sense. I am, well, you could use it, I am inspired action. Now, here's the thing. There are going to be some statements where you can make a statement without using them in this particular order. So be open to that. But since I'm demonstrating, I will turn it to the right. I am prayerfully requesting, I'll turn it, simplicity. I am prayerfully requesting simplicity. And so that is how the deck works. But again, you may find that, what if you just pick this one? I am simplicity. If that makes sense with your soul and resonates with you, then that is the answer. So I always show people how I intended a deck to be used, but again, you can use it in any way that you like. I've been finding this deck to be really helpful at the beginning of the week to just get a sense of what's happening. I'm just going to put these aside for a minute. And what I have been doing is doing 8 of these statements. And, once you get the hang of it, you can do it pretty quickly. I am honoring joy. Now, this is one instance where you could read it two ways. I intended healing to be the second part of the statement, but you could use it for the first one. I am healing old patterns. I am rewriting the story of play. I am cautiously revealing my purpose. I am slowing down to feel my beautiful body. I am delighting in intuition. So you can do, that's 6. Let's do a couple more. I am decoding the mystery of authenticity. And I am gently holding responsibility. So you can do a set of these. You see how quickly I went through those. You can just do a set of those, write them down in your journal as something to have as a focusing message for the week. And see how these are playing out. Gently holding responsibility, cautiously revealing my purpose, slowing down to feel my beautiful body. Like, how is that actually manifesting and showing up for you? How are these messages for you in terms of your growth and your evolution? So I also, I called it I Am Here because I think of it as a way that your soul is saying, like, hey, I'm here. Like you're here. It's kind of like a map where it's like, where am I? You are here. You are here, and you are rewriting the story of the journey. So I also like doing this with, like, I am here and I am replacing scarcity with happiness. I am here and I am reaching for friendship. So those are just, again, kind of a same process, but just a different statement. And maybe that statement resonates more for you or feels more powerful for you. So again, these are 36 cards. You may also find that the mandala in the center gives you some insight. I just tried to make the colors a little bit different, but you may find maybe you're getting a lot of kind of the same colors. Maybe the orange or the blue is coming up for you, and that color has a meaning for you as well. So these are cards, again, that you can use really in any way that you like. I always like to explain, my intention with them. But use them in whatever way feels comfortable for you. I think they're really great at giving you a pulse of, where you are right now in your life and what's happening on an internal level, so that you can really kind of feel into that. And sometimes I have found for me that it confirms some things that I kind of knew were happening. And it also has given me new insights into, what's really happening on an inner level. So I hope that you will enjoy this oracle. I Am Here Soul Message Oracle.